In this video, I'm going to be going over all of the backlash that Hassan Piker is receiving on Twitter and the internet in general over his take on the 9 to 5 and the Twitch streaming. And as somebody who doesn't really agree with anything that Hassan says, we're about as different as the East is from the West, if you want to put it that way. Politically, morally, everything like that, we're just complete opposites, so I don't consume any of his content. But everybody seems to be blowing up about this, so I thought I would give my 2 cents on the situation and see if I can kind of understand where he's coming from. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not really somebody who even likes him, if you want to put it that way. But I thought I would see what all the hype is about and all the backlash he's receiving.
No, 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 no. No, social battery wise, unless you're in retail, unless you're in fucking retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same fucking way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay. I'm telling you, as someone who did both, like 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. Like, there are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type shit. But like, if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, you give presentations for your job, right? Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like after a while, you would be like, I don't want to talk ever again.
I apologize for the quality. This is the best that Twitter has right now. And that was the clip that I could find. I couldn't find like the actual clip on YouTube or something with a higher definition, but you got the picture. So I actually agree with him in this take. It's that streaming is very socially taxing because, I mean, that Twitch chatter made a really good point that it's like giving a 9 hour presentation and you're just talking and trying to interact with people for that long. So in that respect, it is very socially draining. It's not as draining as like a physical job. It's more difficult in a different way. And I think that's what people are kind of misunderstanding about this is that yes, going to a 9 to 5 is definitely harder in terms of you having to go to the job, you have to do something for a business owner and things of that nature. But in the aspect of doing like a social job, it is more taxing because you're not only just even in like a customer sales or a customer representative, customer support type deal. Even that can be draining because you're talking with people all day. But streaming in its own way is difficult because, especially when you get to as big as some of the popular streamers, it's just constant chatting, constant different questions, people hating on you. I mean, it's easier in that respect though because you could just ban people. But whereas in real life you'd have to deal with them. But in that aspect, it's very socially draining. Like I've started doing it a little bit myself, and even the couple hours that I've done it, I'm like, man, this is actually a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, because you're trying to not only communicate and be entertaining through chat, but you're also trying to do other stuff on screen. So you're trying to do multiple things at the same time. It's challenging in its own way. Is it more physically demanding? Of course not. I mean, of course, all you have to do is just sit down and get on your computer and away you go. But in terms of the social aspect of it, yes, it is more difficult than most jobs. I think that's the point he's trying to make. And like I said, I'm not really even a Hassan stan. I don't think I actually enjoy any of his content, to be honest. Like I said, he is very like more socialist, I believe, and I am I don't want to say hardcore capitalist, but I agree with capitalism more than any other one. I'm not saying capitalism is perfect, but it's definitely better than socialism. And so, I mean, even that, and then his moral takes on different subjects and things like that. Like I said, as far as the East is from the West, that is how much of a different person Hassan Piker is from me. But in this context, I do agree with him on the standpoint that it is more socially taxing. Is it harder in terms of the output of energy you have to be because you're physically at the job, that you're having to work for somebody else, and you don't really have any say? No, of course not. In that aspect, Twitch streaming is a lot easier because you set the rules. But in the social aspect, it is difficult. And then there's also different Twitter. People on Twitter are just going crazy. I'll show some Twitter threads here. As you can see, this is some of the man. People are going crazy on the internet over this one. This is him saying, "It's wild how this is completely out of context clip made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about how much a 9-hour stream eats away at my social battery and how I can't socialize after compared to my sales job before. I recognize how fortunate I am every day." And see, I mean, that's exactly the point I was trying to make too. It's that it's just different. It's more difficult in its own way. Overall, is it more difficult? No, of course not. I mean, what a privilege it is to just be able to do what you want on a stream, not ever leave your house, and make millions of dollars. I mean, in that aspect, it's of course it's not anywhere close. I mean, if that was the point he was trying to make, I would 100% disagree. I'm like, no. Come on now. I mean, really? Really? I don't think that's how it works. And then this is someone who replies here. It says, "This guy makes crap up for 9 hours a day, and his commute to work is walking into his fifth bedroom in a $3 million mansion, but somehow a real job is hard. LMFAO." See, I think this is just somebody who's taking something out of context. Unless there's other clips that I'm missing where he said that streaming is the hardest job he's ever had, in which case, well, then I would have to agree that it's definitely not the hardest job. But just this clip alone is what people are blowing up about. And just in the context of this clip, it makes sense what he's talking about. That's what I'm trying to say here. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I mean, it has been an absolute flame war going on the internet. It always is. Welcome to Twitter. People always have to dramatize things and take things way overboard than what they need to be. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.